بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضى. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. إخواني في الله, we're still on this first story. We're going to read the second today, and we're going to move on. Listen up. Barakallahu fikum. Today you all are studying. Tomorrow you're teaching. Now, would have this been a lot? This whole story to do in one day would have been a lot? No, it's too much. We have to break it up. And it's the first story of the book. It's the first thing. Don't shove it down the student's throat. Eat the student's throat. Even if they did study before and they even did book one, have to take it little bit by little bit. So this story would have been too much to take in one day. And the teacher has to recognize that. Hayab, عندك يا Noor. You ready to read? You say what we're going to start from today? والآن سنحت لهم. Where's the microphone? Oh, make yourself comfortable. Take your time.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة
الذهبية.
Okay,
one more time. We want it phrase by phrase. والآن, now, سنحت لهما. It has to be together. هذه الفرصة الذهبية. سنحت لهما. It has been made available for both of them. They have been put in a position.
سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية.
Okay, again, take your time. والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية. الذهبية.
ما معنى ذهب؟ ذهب is gold. فضة silver. ذهب is gold. It's a فرصة ذهبية. It's a golden. So translate that for us. والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية.
And now they have this golden opportunity.
Right, that's all I wanted you to say. You said now they have this golden opportunity. In Arabic, you didn't say that. You said الآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية. I said it just like you said it. I wanted you to hear how you say it in English. Say it just like that. والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية. Make it kalam. Give it some sauce. Give it some flavor. Give it some spices. Continue.
بقي للمغرب يوم واحد.
Again. بقي للمعرض. Okay, now we want to do this thing that's called إتمام الحركات. The fact and kasra dam has to be complete. Now, بقي للمعرض يوم واحد. Everything has to be clear. Not بقي للمعرض. Yeah, Ibrahim, you with me? Everything has to be clear. بقي للمعرض يوم واحد. Brothers and sisters online, you are with me? Na'am. Everything has to be clear. Don't assume that the listener knows what you're saying. You're like, you know what I'm trying to say. No. You have to make it clear to them. بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي. Like, that's your language. It's like it's your language. You're the one speaking. I'm going to do everything I can to make it nice, smooth. So that's why I read first and you read afterwards. So, Barakallah Fikum, on book 1, we have a whole section on sentences. The whole book. I read every story and every sentence, and it's there on YouTube in about 90-something recordings. Not that many, it's less than the number of things. But it's there for you. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I forgot. So you could go back and listen to how you should read. Again, بقي للمعرض يوم واحد.
بقي للمفرد يوم واحد.
يوم واحد.
يوم واحد.
Good, good.
قبل أن ينتهي. ينتهي.
What does that mean? قبل أن ينتهي.
Before it's over.
Before it ends. It's one day left before it ends. قبل أن ينتهي. Before it ends. Continue. That's good.
فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن تركب.
قبل أن, look at it. It's not a ta. Because we're talking about Ahmed يركب, not تركب, يركب.
Oh, يركب. قبل أن يركب القطار هناك.
Stop right there. Again, one more time. فهو يتصل بصاحبه. Repeat after me. فهو يتصل بصاحبه. It's a full هو. فهو يتصل
بصاحبه.
طيب. قبل أن يركب القطار.
قبل أن يركب القطار.
Again, take your time. قبل أن يركب القطار.
قبل أن يركب القطار.
One more time. قبل أن يركب القطار.
قبل أن يركب القطار.
هناك. No, it's like the end of a sentence. You can't say هناك. You have to make it at the end of the sentence, like هناك, before he goes there. You can't say before he goes there. No, it's like it's the end of the sentence. قبل أن يركب هناك.
قبل أن يركب القطار. قبل أن يركب القطار هناك.
نعم. حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة.
حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة.
ولا تفوتهما. نعم. That's good. Listen up, Ya Noor. I want you to read Arabic just the same way you read it in English. So you have like a hype voice when you read the Arabic. It's like it's hyped up. But it doesn't need that. Arabic doesn't want that from you. Quran doesn't want for you that your voice has to be like that and you have to be all grabbed up. No, just let it come out nice and easy. Just the same way that you read it in English. Brothers and sisters online, and you are with me. Arabic is not requesting from you to be like in the army. The person fall. It's gonna take your time. Just gonna go straight on through. Tayyip Ibrahim. You ready? All right, read.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية. بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي. فهو يتصل
again.
فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة ولا تفوتهما.
Very good. Barakallahu feek. Ikhwani fillah, like we said before, the people who are young, they still have tongues. Our tongue has turned to wood and cement. We're trying to bring it back to a tongue, like flesh and saliva, like dried wood. Ours became. So we have to work it out. We have to chip, we have to prank, we have to do all these things to bring our tongue back from being cement and wood and bring it back to being tongues. عندك يا داوود.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية، بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي، فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة ولا تفوتهما.
نعم. So barakallah fik, that's good. This word هذه, give me a nice كسرة, not هذه, هذه. سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة يستغل هذه الفرصة. نعم, that's good. عندك يا غالب. So يا إخوتي في الله, brothers, I push you for perfection. So if I stop you that you made a mistake, I'm just pushing you for extra. That's it. I want you to perfect it. And you're here for me to make clear your mistakes. You're not here to, you like that. Your chest is open and I say up on, like, yeah, that's what I came for. That's what you came for. Nah. طيب عندك يا غالب.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية، بقي للمعرض يوم واحد.
العين للمعرض
يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي، فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة ولا تفوتهما.
Now, this هناك is like the end of the sentence. قبل أن يركب القطار هناك. Before he gets on the plane to there, rides the train there. طيب يا عمر, that's good. That's good.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية، بقي للمعرض واحد قبل أن ينتهي.
Again, أعد. بقي للمعرض
يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي، فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة لا تفوت.
ما شاء الله. الله مبارك فيكم. هذا طيب. نعم.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية، بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي، وهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة.
هل يستغل
هذه الفرصة ولا تفوتهما.
Right, that's a mistake. It should be a fatah. Brothers and sisters online, how are we doing online? How's the reading going? How is the reading going, brothers and sisters online? What is the meaning of the last line? Hatta yastaghilla. Yastaghil. What does yastaghil mean? Yastaghilla. What does yastaghil mean? To take advantage of something. Yastaghil al-farsa. Na'am. Yastaghil means to take advantage. Na'am. Yastaghilla هذه to take advantage of this opportunity. ولا تفوتهما, it doesn't pass them by. It doesn't pass them. Fata means to pass them by. How you doing in your reading online? How's your reading going? Make it nice and smooth. عندك يا هارون.
والآن سنحت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية، بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي، فهو يتصل بصاحبه.
Right, so put a shadda on that ta. فهو يتصل
بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك.
Again, let's just move. بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك.
بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة.
I think that's a shadda, make it a shadda. يستغل
هذه الفرصة ولا تفوتهما.
Again, ولا تفوتهما.
ولا تفوتهما.
No. Everything is understood in the story, Dawood. Every word. Brothers and sisters online, everything is understood. Noor, how you feeling in the story? Everything is understood. Everything has to be understood. Ibrahim, understand? طيب عندك يا معاذ.
والآن سنهت لهما
No,
هذه.
what's the first word? Well, Anna. See that wiggly line? That indicates that there is a Hamza and Aleph. It's long. Well, Anna. It's long.
والآن سنهت لهما هذه الفرصة الذهبية. بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي.
قبل أن ينتهي. Again.
قبل أن ينتهي.
ين. But makes that noon.
ين.
Right.
قبل أن ينتهي. فهما يتهسه.
Again.
فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن يركب القطار هناك حتى يستغل هذه الفرصة ولا تفوتهما.
طيب تفوتهما. نعم. طيب يا إخواني, before we go on, قبل أن ينتهي. If you stop, you can say ينتهي. If we're stopping, there's a period there. But if you continue, say ينتهي. If you stop, you're going to stop on the sukun. ينتهي. طيب. I made a statement at the beginning of the story, and I think I'm going to retract that statement at the beginning of the story. I said I'm not going to have you memorize the story. I think that's wrong. You know what I'm saying, Harun? So tomorrow, you all are going to read from the beginning of the story to where it says Fima Qara'a. You're going to read that from memory. Half the story. Same thing you did yesterday. Now we're going to read it from memory. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? From the beginning of the story to where? فيما قرأ. يحب أحمد أن يقرأ كتبا كثيرا. نعم. فلذلك يريد أن يذهب إلى معرض الكتب في القاهرة يشتري بعض كتب ممتعة ويتمنى أن يجد هناك كتبا في مواضع مختلفة. وكذلك يرجو أن يلقى زميله يوسف هناك لأنهما منذ سنوات عديدة يقرآن كتبا معا وهو يحب أن يناقشه فيما قرأ. Listen up. How are you going to memorize this story? Let's go back. Let's go. How many sentences are there? It's like 5 sentences. يحب أحمد يقرأ كثيرا, that's 1. فلذلك يريد أن يذهب إلى معرض الكتب في القاهرة, that's 2. ليشتري بعض كتب ممتعة, that's 3. ويتمنى أن يجد كتبا متوفرة, that's 4. وكذلك, that's 5. We have 6 sentences there. 6 sentences. 6 sentences, not difficult. You're going to do 1 at a time. And if you have that first one, you're going to do 2 at a time. If you got the 2, then you're going to 3 by itself. You're going to do 3 by itself. Then you see if you get, when I say 3 by itself, then you're going to do the 3rd one by itself. You're going to do the 1st one by itself. You're going to close the book and see if you have it. You're going to do the 2nd one by itself a couple of times, and you're going to gather the 2. If you have those 2, you're going to do the 3rd one by itself like nothing else exists. The 3rd one by itself, then you're going to go back to the, it's a story. You understand what's going on. You're going to climb those 3 up. Then you're going to do the 4th one by itself. And you're not going to do it all at one time. At night, you're going to do 1. At Fajr, you're going to do another 2. You're going to do it at time. If you come tomorrow at 6 sentences and you have 5 together, that's good. If you have 4 together, that's good. But it has to be good. It can't be chopped up. Yeah, I have all 6. No, even if it's 3 and it's smooth, that's better than 5 chopped up. Nah. Y'all are with me. Brothers and sisters online. Nah. All right. If we understand that, that's for our homework tomorrow. Okay. We're going to read that half a story. But you listen up. Listen up to this. Anything that's in front of you, anything that's in front of you to memorize, tell your mind, I'm split in half. Now, so if the surah has 7 pages, I'm doing 3. That's going to give yourself like, That's all I have to do. Right. If you have to review a surah and there's 2 pages, I'm just doing one. Everything, chop it in half. Nah. And then when you go to do it, just do one eye at a time, like nothing else exists. Then go do those 2 like nothing else. Then go to the 3rd one, like nothing else exists. Don't. So what we do the first one, 2nd one, 3rd one, go back to the 1st one, go to the 4th one, and we try. No, do one as if nothing else exists. Like trick yourself. Like it's not a lot of work. Just a little bit. Like you tell yourself, it's just a little bit. It's just one eye. That's it. But if you tell them you got to get all these 6 and you start running over the 6, your mind can't work like that. Brothers and sisters online, are you with me? So whatever you have to memorize, chop it in half. So now we're going to chop this in 6 parts. Just 1, 2. Once you get 3, stop and get those 3 good. Get those 3 good. If you get the 3 good, put it in the bank and just do 4, 5, and 6 and do those together. Put that in the bank. That's good. So don't go through 2, 3, 4. No, just put that 3 on the side. Then do the last 3 together and try to combine. You have 24 hours. That's just half the story, but that's going to make you strong. But listen, when you come and you get on your bike and you fall, you bump your head, you scrape your knee, you bump your head, you fall on your side. That's how you learn how to ride the bike. You have to scrape your knee, bump your head, fall over there. That's how you learn. So you have to come and you have to get scratched up and bump your head. You have to do that. Taib ya Nur. Everybody has to read 3 sentences from this passage here. Nuzul al-Matari. You got the microphone? Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? How you doing? 3 sentences, nice and smooth.
نزول المطر كثيرا في الربيع.
في الربيع.
في الربيع.
في الربيع.
في الربيع.
Right, make the ayn at the end. The ayn is at the end. Again, نزول المطر كثيرا في الربيع.
نزول المطر كثير في الربيع.
But this, we want to take it nice and easy. Say firra. Say firra.
في
Right. And then you're going to say bi'.
في الربيع.
No, don't say it. Make it a sukun. في الربيع.
في الربيع.
Nah. Continue. رفع الصوت.
رفع الصوت. رفع الصوت.
No, straight to that sword. رفع الصوت.
رفع الصوت.
Where's the ayn? رفع الصوت.
رفع الصوت لا يجوز في المسجد.
في المساجد.
في المساجد.
Again, لا يجوز. Start from there.
لا يجوز في المساجد.
Again, رفع الصوت لا يجوز في المساجد.
رفع الصوت لا يجوز في المسجد.
في المساجد.
في المساجد.
Again, لا يجوز في المساجد.
لا يجوز في المساجد.
Don't say لا يجوز. لا يجوز.
لا يجوز في المساجد.
Now, number 3.
شفاء العليل.
No, شفاء العليل.
شفاء العليل أمر من عند الله.
من عند الله.
من عند الله.
What does that mean? شفاء العليل أمر من عند الله.
Healing the sick is from the matters of
Does it matter? That's for Allah. Again, say that one more time. شفاء. Go straight to that lamb. شفاء العليل.
شفاء العليل.
عليل. العليل.
شفاء العليل.
نعم.
أمر من عند الله.
من عند الله.
من عند الله.
طيب إبراهيم. Let's move. Number 4. التوبة. Number 4. التوبة
هي
العودة إلى طاعة الله.
طاعة الله.
نعم. Again.
التوبة
التوبة
التوبة هي
العودة
العودة إلى طاعة
طاعة الله.
طاعة الله.
No. Our time is a little tight. We're gonna put this off to tomorrow. Yeah, ikhwa. We want to move on to the next lesson. نحن بارك الله فيكم. We're on page number 14. Tomorrow you're gonna read that from memory, and we're gonna do these sentences again. Now, tomorrow we're gonna read that story from memory, and we're gonna do these sentences again. Today's lesson is very important. Today's lesson, very important. Now, قال المؤلف حفظه الله فصل من section. قال أن حرف مصدر ونصب واستقبال. An. We saw this word in the story. Na'am. This word came in the story. Look what it says. It says, Ahmed yuridu an yaqra'a. Yuridu an yadhhaba. Na'am. Yarju an yalqa. Yuhibbu an yunaqishahu. Na'am. We keep seeing this. Qabla an yarkaba. An. You see this. What is this an? Na'am. So listen up. The first thing that we're not going to say is what does it translate to. There's no translation to it. Get that out of your head. There's no translation to it. But what does it mean? What is it? It's harf masdar. That's one thing it conveys. Masdar. Another thing it conveys is nasbin. Another thing it conveys is istiqbalin. It's three things in this. Are you with me? There are three things to benefit from an. And this is what we want to learn. This book is going to get you into the meaning of things, not just how to conjugate it. No. What is the purpose of it? What does it mean? So the first thing we're going to look at, that what does a masdar mean? That's the lesson today. And then the other lesson is what does it nasbin wa istiqbalin? We're going to look at what that means. But now we're going to look at what does it mean harf masdar. That's what we want to look at today. Again, harf masdar. This an, the name of this an is harf, is a harf. Is a harf, is a letter. Masdarin wa nasbin wa istiqbalin. It has three benefits. But now today we're just going to look at what does it mean harf masdarin. What does it mean that harf masdar? Tayyib. قال حرف مصدر تؤول مع الفعل بعدها بمصدر. Mean harf masdar. With the verb that comes with it, it gets changed to the masdar. The harf masdar. What is the masdar? The masdar is the word, the meaning of the verb without the pronoun and without the time. What is the masdar? هو معنى الفعل is the meaning of the verb. The meaning of the verb without the damir, out what? Without the time, without the pronoun. Okay. Now an, what does an do? An, you can change an and the verb to the masdar. You awwal. To awwal means it could be changed to. Na'am. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? We just explained what does it mean harf masdar. Harf masdarin to awwal, yani to change. It could be changed with the fi'l, to awwal ma'al fi'l. This an and the fi'l, an and the verb that comes after it, it can be changed to the masdar. Let's look. Iqra wafham. Have you ever heard of that before? Iqra wafham. Read and understand. It says an yaqra'a. That changes to what? Qira'ah. Qira'ah is the masdar. Qira'ah is a. Let's read the sentence. I'm going to read. You just listen. Ahmed yuhibbu an yaqra'a kathiran. What does that mean? That's in our story. Ahmed yuhibbu an yaqra'a kathiran. Ahmed likes to read a lot. Now we're going to switch an and the verb to the masdar. Ahmed yuhibbu al-qira'a. Is there a difference in the meaning? No difference. An is a half master. What does it mean, half master? That an يؤول مع الفعل إلى مصدر. And if it gets together with the verb, you can change an and the verb just to a masdar. Look at the first sentence. أحمد يحب أن يقرأ. أحمد يحب القراءة. يا نور, are you with me? يحب أن يقرأ. An and the verb can be changed to a masdar. That's what it means, half masdar. أحمد يحب أن يقرأ. أحمد يحب القراءة. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? How are we doing online? Is that understood so far? Okay. Let's look at the next example. Next example says, هو يريد أن يذهب إلى معرض الكتب. He wants to go to the book fair. وهو يريد الذهاب إلى معرض الكتب. The same meaning. So you might be listening to something, but you don't know the masdar. You missed the whole sentence. No, if you know a verb, you have to know the masdar. That's automatic. So you're going to broaden your mind now. If you know verb, ذهب, أكل, جلس, you know these words. What's the masdar? Already, you have to know that. Okay. So look at the sentence. يريد أن يذهب. He wants to go. يريد الذهاب. He wants to go. Now,
The only way it could be masdarin is if it's added with this an.
it's a harf masdar.
That's the only time it could be.
Not the only time. It's not the only time. But this is harf masdar. What does harf masdar mean? That this an, if you entered on a verb, you could change that whole thing to a masdar. And if you put an on a verb, you can change that whole expression to the masdar. That's what it means. Let's go back to the definition. It says, harfu masdarin, the harfu masdar. To awwal ma'afir, it gets changed with the fi'l. After it, to a masdar. Ya Harun. Do you understand this definition? Again, I'm going to say it again. Brothers and sisters online. Harfu masdarin to awwal ma'al fi'l ba'daha. Harfu masdar is changed with the verb after it. Be masdar. The whole thing gets changed to a masdar. Is that clear online? But it's going to be al-qira'ah because it's not nakira. He likes reading. Not like he likes any kind of reading. It's not going to be nakira. He likes reading. Okay? But sometimes it's nakira, sometimes it's ma'rifah. It changes accordingly. Look at the next one. An yajida wujud. An yajida wujud. The word wajada is the madi. The masdar is wujud. The noun is wujud. وَيَتَمَنَّى أَنْ يَجِدَ كُتُبًا مُخْتَلِفَةً. And he hopes to find different books. وَيَتَمَنَّى وُجُودَ كُتُبٍ مُخْتَلِفَةٍ. يَتَمَنَّى وُجُود. He hopes that it's present. Wujud means the presence of this. He hopes to find it, hopes that it's present. You can say it that way, or you can say it that way. But the problem is that you say it, the problem, somebody might say it to you this way and you understand it, and then say it to you another way, now you're lost. Why? Why don't you know the masdar for every verb you know? But listen, book one, all we did was the madi and mudari and the amr. The world was just verbs. The whole world was verbs. Now we're looking into every verb has a masdar. Now, so somebody said, please repeat, and that's my job. That's my job to repeat it. So now, an, we have in the book, we have an yaqra'a, we have an yadhaba, we have an yajida. An, look at the definition. An, in harfu masdar, that's an, harfu masdar. An to awwal, it gets changed with the verb after it. With the verb after it, that whole an and the verb after it gets changed to a masdar. That's why it's called a masdar, because it changes with the verb into a masdar according to the verb. According to the verb. Now, let's look at another example. So what does this mean? يَتَمَنَّى أَنْ يَجِدَ كُتُبًا مُخْتَلِفًا. He wish he can find different books. This one, yatamanna wujud, he hopes that it's present. Wujud is the masdar for wajada. He hopes that thing is present, the presence of different books. Look at next one. An yalqa wal liqa. وكذلك يرجو أن يلقى زميله هناك. أن يلقى, he hopes to meet his zamil هناك, his friend there. وكذلك يرجو لقاء زميله. Now it became مضاف مضاف إليه. Now it became مضاف مضاف إليه. So before it was زميله, now it's زميله. Before it was yajida kutuban, now it's wujudu kutubin. It became mudaf ilay. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with me? I don't understand. Is "and" in between two verbs? I don't know what that means. Listen, don't complicate it. Don't complicate this thing.
He's talking about you read and the other.
Is it between two verbs? It doesn't have to be between two verbs. No, it enters on a verb. It doesn't have to be between two verbs. No, the word that it enters on. Barakallahu feekum. Let's go to the next one. Again, yarju an yalqa zamilahu. He hopes to meet his friend. Yarju liqa'a zamili, the meeting of his friend. He hopes to meet his friend. He hopes the meeting of his friend. Liqa'a zamilihi. Right, but it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have. That's not the issue of it's two verbs. It's not the issue. The issue of the verb that it enters upon. That's what the point is. The verb that it enters upon. Nah. Tayyib, let's continue. This number 5 here, where should it be? It should be on the next page. Nah. That's what you call formatting. That's not correct for that 5 to be on the end of the page and the sentence on the other half, right? All right. So this is the difficulty of formatting. But I changed it in the original, but I just recognize. So we have an yantahi. And what's the plural for yantahi? What's the masdar for yantahi? Nihaya. You have to know those words. You have to know that. Okay? And I have a surprise for you when you get through this. I want you to recognize that most of these scales from Siga 5, that's not one scale. Let's go back. The first one is qira'ah. The second one is dhahab. The third one's wujud. The fourth one's liqa. It's all different scales, Ya Harun. Don't think you're just going to memorize one scale. You're going to take it. No. Every word on a different scale. Only on what? Only on the fa'ala scale. Only on the fa'ala scale. On the other scales, the masdar is just one scale. One scale. But the fa'ala scale, you have all different kinds of scales on the masdar. You have to memorize for every verb you have to know the masdar. Yeah. But sometimes you know the masdar, but you don't know the verb. Like tilawa. You know tilawa to the Quran. What's the verb? Tala. Talawtu. You have to know that. That's what you have to know. Tayyib. Let's continue. It says, بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل أن ينتهي. Before it ends. بقي للمعرض يوم واحد قبل نهايته. Before its end, before its ending. قبل نهايته. Before the end of it. قبل نهايته. Before the end of it. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? This is harf masdar. It gives you, it makes you versatile. It gives you the choice. I can say the verb. Or I can say the masdar. And it's the same meaning, Noor. قبل أن ينتهي قبل نهايته. What's the difference? But that's, you have the choice of speaking. But why would you understand one and not understand the other? Because your vocabulary is deficient. Nah. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? No. No, it depends on the context of the sentence. Now, what if I said, رأيت أبي قبل أن رجعت. That's ماضي. رأيت أبي قبل أن رجعت. رأيت أبي قبل رجوعي. قبل رجوعي. Before my return, I saw him. يا هارو أنت معي. It doesn't have to be مضارع. It could be ماضي. It depends on the context of the sentence. نعم. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with me? Am I going too fast? I like when somebody says, repeat that. Say it one more time. Nah. All right, let's go on. And yunaqishahu. Listen up. Naqasha is not siga fa'ala. I just want to throw y'all out there under the bus to see who could dodge the bus. All right. And yunaqishahu munaqasha. This is when you have the fa'ala scale, only has two musters. So it's munaqasha. لأنه يحب أن يناقشه فيما قرأ. يحب أن يناقشه. He likes to talk with him. يحب مناقشته. يحب مناقشته فيما قرأ. The end of the sentence is the same. The only thing that got changed is an and the fi'l. It got changed to one word or munaqashatahu. Are you with me? He likes discussing him. He likes debating him. Munaqashatahu. He likes debating him. Brothers and sisters online, how are we doing? And these whole chapters that we're going to, next 50 pages, all muster. So it's not just one thing, all muster.
The fa'ala scale muster, does it change dealing with the unstable middle verb and that? Would it be
But then huruf al-illa? Of course. I like your name, the unstable. Where we get that word from? The unstable. The unstable middle verb. Where's with the unstable? What about the unstable at the beginning? What the unstable at the end? It's called huruf al-illa. الفعل المعتل. Okay. هيا فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل أن يركب. قبل أن يركب القطار. He's calling his friend before he rides the train. فهو يتصل بصاحبه قبل ركوب. اسم مضاف مضاف إليه. اسم مضاف مضاف إليه. قبل ركوب القطار. هناك يا داوود. Are you with me? Brothers and sisters online, how we doing? How we doing? This is Lugha al-Arabiya. This is Lugha al-Arabiya. It's the same meaning. Good, not so fast. Good. That's somebody's name, not so fast, or is that? Somebody said not so fast and it's good. I realize not so fast is the name. Tayyib, inshallah. Tayyib, not so fast. We're going to slow down. It's someone's name. Nah. Tayyib, barakallah fiqh, yeah, not so fast. Nah. Barakallah fiqh. Tayyib. Naam. Nah. Ya ikhwani, we're at the end of this chapter here. I want y'all to look here real quick before we end. I want you to look here real quick. Okay. Tomorrow, the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to read the first half of the story from what? From memory. How are you going to do that? I said 6 sentences because I'm going to cut it down to 5. 5 sentences. Okay. 5 sentences. You know your teacher, he's like a soft guy anyway. You know. Of the story. We're not going to do 6 sentences. We're going to cut it down to 5. That means you're going to end at where it says, وَيُحِبُّ أَنْ يَلْقَى زَمِيلَهُ هُنَاكَ. Right there. Stop right there. زَمِيلَهُ هُنَاكَ. All right. All right. After that, we have 5 more minutes. After that, this here we didn't have time for, but we want to read these sentences. We want to read these sentences. I want you to look at these sentences here with me. I want you to look at these sentences here with me. Look at these sentences. نزول المطر كثير في الربيع. Nuzul. What verb does that come from? But look at the scale. The scale is fu'ul. The scale is fu'ul. Type, and the verb is nasala. Type. The next one. رفع الصوت لا يجوز fil masajid. Raising the voice is not permissible in the masjid. What verb does raf as-sawt come from? What does raf'u? What does it come from? Rafa'a. That's the verb. Rafa'a means to erase. Na'am. So that's a different scale. Okay. Shifa'ul alil. Amrun min indillah. The curing of the sick is a matter that's from Allah. Shifa. What's the verb from shifa? Huh? What's the verb? Shafa. Shafa. It's an alif at the end. Shafa. Now, Allah yashfik. Shafak Allah. Shafak Allah. What we say. But the verb is shafa, but this is another masdar. First we have nuzul is fu'ul. Raf'u is fa'lun. Shifa is fi'al. Na'am. Look at the next one. At-tawbatu. Hiya al-awdatu. Tawbah. That's a masdar. What's the verb? What's the verb? Taba. Wa'awda. What's the verb? Ada. Ada. They're all from Siga Fa'ala, but this is another skill. Tawbah. Not Miss Fa'la. Tawbah is Fa'la. Mata at the end. Tayyib. Tarkul ma'asi. Tarkul ma'asi. What verb is that? Taraka. It's just like a raf'u, tarku. Rafa'a is like taraka, meaning the masdar is the same. Brothers and sisters online, how are we doing? Okay, look at this one. Tilawatu. What's the verb for tilawa? Tala, like qira'a, tilawa, kitaba. Kitaba means to write. That's the verb for writing. What's the point in all this? Shurbul khamri wa aklul khinziri haram. Shurbu. What's the verb from shurbu? What's the verb? Shariba. This one comes from fa'ila scale. Shariba. Shurbu for dhamma. Wa aklu is like a raf'u. Wa tarku. Aklu. It's from akala. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? Okay, so we want to recognize. Lipsu. What does lipsu come from? Labisa. Talabu. What does it come from? Talaba. Dirasatu. What does that come from? Darasa. Tayyib. So if you know this, now I want you to recognize, you have to know the masdar for every single verb you know. That's like, listen, when you study sarf, you have expanded your vocabulary triple times. Like if you just know one word, like hafiza, that's the maldi. Hafdhu al-Quran. That's what? The memorization of Quran. Hafidhu al-Quran, that's the one who memorized the Quran. He's hafiz. What the Quran is mahfuz. All these words coming from that one word, hafiza. Just makes your vocabulary increase when you look at it from sarf. When you look at it from, and that's absolutely necessary. So you can understand. If you have to understand the difference between hifz and hafiz. Hifz is memorization. Hafiz is the person who memorizes. So you can't understand it incorrectly. So inshallah, tomorrow we're going to move on. Now we're going to stop here. But you all have to do it. You have to do it. So tomorrow we're going to knead the dough. We're going to knead the dough. Look at this exercise that's on page number 14. I'm going to say Ahmed yuhibbu an yaqra'a kathiran, and you're going to say Ahmed yuhibbu al-qira'a kathiran. And then I'm going to say Ahmed yuhibbu al-qira'a kathiran. You're going to come with the opposite. Ahmed yuhibbu an yaqra'a kathiran. Yeah, you're with me. I'm going to come with one, you have to come with the other one. I come with an and the fi'l, you come with the masdar. I come with the masdar, you come with an and the fi'l. Amen, you gotta go to work. You gotta work. So you have to knead the dough. You have to go home, you gotta go to work. You gotta go to work. So you're gonna read one side, you're gonna cover the other side. Ahmed yuhibbu an yaqra'a kathiran. Ahmed yuhibbu al-qira'a kathiran. You're gonna go to the next one. Yuridu an yadhhaba, yuridu al-dhahab. You're gonna put yourself to the touch. You're gonna cover one side of the page. Brothers and sisters online. Are you all with us? We're in the gym. This is the Arabic gym. We're in the gym. We're not here. I'm not teaching a book. I'm teaching people. I'm not teaching a book. I just go through the pages, I talk to the book, and I just talk to the book. No, gotta stop. I have to make sure you understand really. If you really understand, tomorrow I say to you, وَيَتَمَنَّ وُجُودَ كُتُبٍ. You say, يَتَمَنَّ أَنْ يَجِدَ كُتُبًا. It's easy. But it's right here, right in front of you. Just got to review. All right. Then I might come some out of my hat. Out of my kufir. I might bring some out of my hat. I might just come. يُحِبُّ أَنْ يَأْكُلْ طَعَامٍ. What are you going to say now, Ibrahim? يُحِبُّ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ الطَّعَامِ. يُحِبُّ أَكْلَ الطَّعَامِ. We have أكل الخنزير. نعم. يُحِبُّ شُرْبَ الشاي. يُحِبُّ أن يشرب الشاي. نعم. طيب يحب لباس القميص. What are you going to say? يحب لباس أن يلبس القميص. Oh, it's on. So listen, ya ikhwan. Could you imagine? Listen to this. Could you imagine? Just imagine somebody who writes these words down. Labisa means wear, akala means to eat. Like, it don't mean nothing, my man. You got to put it in a sentence. I don't care your little vocabulary list. I laugh. Just find it strange. You going to vocabulary. What you going to do with that vocabulary? What you going to do with it? It has to be in a sentence. Like, instead of writing down vocabulary, just carry the dictionary in your pocket. Get some pocket dictionary. All the words now. What you going to do? What you going to do with all them words? Brothers and sisters online, are you all with it? You all with us? So you got to go to work. We're going to take our time. We're going to take our time. This is Arabic. You got to go to work. So you have to open your mind. You have to review. So you're going to cover one side of the page and you're going to read the other. Next time you're going to cover the verb side and you're going to read the masdar. And you're going to be versatile. You're going to have ingenuity and creativity. You're going to do some verbs on your own. That's our lesson for today. We're going to stop here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Oh boy, I gotta learn how to cut everything off. Stop recording. Stop.